Hello, welcome all. Welcome, Sammy. Yeah, I hope the first game is good too. And nice that you can be here even for a bit. Like, this is not the best time to do a horror tour in the middle of the week, but I didn't want to delay it even a bit more. And this is a little bit shorter than the other ones because this is pretty much leftover games that I didn't have time to play in the previous ones. But anyway, I still hope they're good. The first one, now it's an even more important choice. I'm gonna play one that I mentioned last time, which is like science, maybe a little bit like Half-Life-like horror, which is called Microbial Sector. So let's see what that one is like. But yeah, I experienced a real-life horror, very mild but still, last weekend because I had a really nightmarish school assignment. During my last session, I stayed up 48 hours to finish it. And it didn't even turn out to be that good. Okay, I can once again go not full screen, but I can change the resolution. Why can't that be an option? Just a second, I'll try one other way. Nightmare's voice stranger stream. I think one reason why I got that stuck doing the final boss of Voice Stranger is that it allowed me to like shirk my responsibility of doing the schoolwork. So I decided that suffering in the boss is better than writing something that I really had trouble to even get started. Okay, just a second. Sorry, I'm gonna try to fix the resolution. Should have done this before, because this problem is so common. So I'm gonna create a shortcut and apply the code into it. And now it should be windowed by default. Yeah. Smallest possible resolution. I don't want to run into the problem I had with the clay statue game last time, where I couldn't even read the text. Anyway, start. Angry bug. Flashing lights, loud noise and jump scares. Very PS1 type of warning. But that's more about the disturbing scenes of whatever Konami wrote there. It's your first day at the job. Not much information was given about it, but you really need the money. Jobs don't usually work that way. I think a subgenre of horror games that you start like a inane, nondescript job, and then weird stuff happen. Okay, can sprint too. Can I get out of the elevator? Graphics look like an old PC game. I think this looks decently like Half-Life, but there's the common indie horror color grading going on, or color limitation. But this looks fittingly brutal, this environment. I guess I don't work in these rooms. Oh, that one looks better. Was there somebody else here walking? I think there was. A MOBA. Yeah, no wobbly polygons. That instantly made me think of more like a PC game than trying to replicate PS1. And grey-brown colors remind me of Quake also. What do I do here? Oh, there's instructions. Volunteer first, there's lifeform researcher. That's an impressive job to get without any education. Thrilled to have you on a team. It's written by super high-res text. Yeah, like if it was more authentic, maybe there could be like really low res text here, and then you would interact with it and get the high-res text. Kind of like in a game called Virus Brain. That did the thing. Below your task and instructions. Okay, press the shift. That's not the shift key. I got the jump scared by imaginary shift key. Yeah, the hit video game and indie darling. That's gonna get an updated soundtrack that should sound better even on small speakers. Just in a couple of days. With regards to research, placing the cross. Alright, there's the cross. Here's the shift key. There's the rotate key. Scan the object, use the lever button. Use the eye button, draw the microscope, okay. The code, tap the code in the keypad. If you don't see a life form in our system, type in 000. Okay, so there's going to be unknown life forms. You get the object again and put it in the conveyor belt. Okay, got it. And here is some kind of aquatic plant, maybe. What was the best one? Scan the object. That does look like scanning, very convincingly. Oh, and here's some 2D, 3D. I think the aesthetics of this game are pretty polished. Like, it's not anything that outrageous, but it seems nice in I can't think of any other word than low-key way. I'm losing my vocabulary to modern internet. You know what it looks like? Tentacles? Yeah, it looks like a plant. Looks like Fallout 1 era CG, like the Talking Head scene. It does! That is true. That's such a unique aesthetic. I think that should be copied by some itch.io games. Okay, remove the glass cover and then eye. No, don't scan anymore! God damn it! I'm wasting company resources. Okay, that didn't happen. Then remove the cover. Then look. Yeah, I'm in charge of humanity's existence here, obviously. Alright, so can zoom into. Cannot rotate. Oh, there's a different rotate button. It looks more like metallic here. Oh, next. 11/11 November at 1:11. What a time to enter. That's the holy or unholy time. I'm not sure which one it is. I'm gonna try to rotate a bit more. Yeah, there was some nubbins on it. Let's take a better look at nubbins. There's multiple nubbins right here. Still not the best angle. Still not the best angle. I'm good at my job. What's the twist? Well, it makes you look very closely at something, and you need to lift the cover. There's like a jump scare chance at zooming in and seeing something weird, or lifting cover and something attacking you that looks not alive at first. Okay, here's the good look at the nubbins. They pulsate a little. So, if we assume the object is metallic, and those are life forms, they are not Amoeba Astralis. Oh, here's a lovely animal. Tyrophagus putrescentiae. Sounds very dirty. Mold mites, okay. Acarus ferruginous. There's Micros radiatus and Luminifera filiformis. This is what the ancient Roman people would feel like if somebody speaking English came at them. Okay, here's Mucorhelia cyclis, which looks... yeah, that's our man. Next step was to type the code, which is in big numbers here. 0214. 214. Oh, okay, and I guess put the cover back. And And it's gonna be on its way. MOBA is actually a metaphor of capitalism and depression. Yeah, we're gonna fight even deeper layers while looking at this flower. I think the point is that you don't have to care about the bigger life forms, whatever they are. But you need to look for the microbial life forms that are sort of infesting them. So scan. Oh, this is a good chance to show something creepy when you scan it and something unexpected happens. Yeah, maybe we'll find some little dudes like gnomes walking on the plant. Don't go. Okay, let's see. Oh, here's the star animal. That's easy. Yeah, the star MOBA. Vitamorph mutagen. That doesn't sound like a actual animal. That might be story related. Yeah, but too much text. Let's go to the next one. It's 8283. Amoeba. So I was saying a MOBA? I don't know. Isn't that like Dota 2 is a MOBA? Is that the right code? It is. Okay, that was an easy customer. Dotiba, okay. But yeah, I read English for most of my life, but I've spoken English for pretty much the time I've streamed. So there's many words that have existed in my brain in completely mispronounced forms because nobody ever corrected me because I didn't really speak English before that. Scan. But it's nice that I'm getting corrected because one of the reasons I started streaming was to get better at speaking English. Non-amoeba since babyhood because of the Water Temple boss. There's even earlier amoebas, I mean, in Ocarina of Time. You know, the ones in Jabu Jabu's belly. Game reminded me of strange horticulture, which give you a description of the plant, and you need to know which of the plants is the one. I've actually had my eye on that one. It looks pretty interesting. And isn't there another like strange game from those same developers, like Strange Alchemy or something like that? Yeah, I might play it at some point. I think there is a little man here. Strange neighbor game? No, not that one. So here's some armpit hair of this guy. Hello, Kabi-sama. Anemone boss? I don't know what's the difference between anemone and amoeba. Alright, but let's put this in. It's not... Oh, this is it. 2917. 2917. This is has been very chill and relaxing so far. Which is not what I expect from the horror game. Like, this genuinely seems like a nice job. Okay. Yeah, like, there's the time to be scared, and it's nearing 20 minutes with this game. Or more like 15. That's, maybe it's too much. No, it's okay, it's okay. Like, if this was not a horror game even, this would still be pretty nice. Yeah, I think this might be the weird one. There's I think this is in the menu. But this is a strange lump. And I think that's the life form I called, like, maybe store related. There's some sound now. Coming from here. I don't think that was there before. Oh, now there's some... Oh. That's a nose. So... This is that's a head. That somehow came here. I think it's a vitamin of mutagen. So it's a mutant head. It's a recently discovered organism known for its translucent blue growths that infect animals and plants. These organisms feature elongated tentacle-like structures that draw nutrients from their hosts. Infection leads to rapid, unpredictable mutation in the host. Vitamin of mutagen's effect and life cycle are still largely unknown, making it a significant focus of the ongoing scientific research. I think this is the reason why they hire no-name people to work here. So yeah, so they can be exposed to this stuff. 9487. There's some sound starting now. Nice, okay. I'm gonna say goodbye to the head. My first friend. It would be better if they just didn't give you the picture. I think it would be maybe a little like too slow paced. Whoa, 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 what is going on? Lunch break. Oh, I see. Maybe a little bit too slow paced if you had to read the text. Take one and pass the rest along. Oh, my favorite. The first jump scare of tonight was the lunch break. Oh, he was heading out. Yeah. It's not just any slop, it's green slop. That's my favorite. It tastes like vomit and apples. In that order. Really rusing it up. I mean, rusing. That is a sound what ruse makes. And that's the break. I guess we're getting more. Yeah, that is the iconic Donald Duck sound. Stop. I don't know what the game is telling me. There's some light problems. Is the stop sign mutated? So far, this hasn't been... Oh, maybe I would have noticed the human face shape here first if I paid any attention and wasn't rushing so much. Subtle symbolism. Yeah, the game has so many messages about the human condition in the modern world. Okay, any small friends here? There's gotta be some. There wouldn't be samples otherwise. Nothing on this side, I would say. This is not the only job simulator I have tonight. So maybe making horror games out of having a job really does tell about something. Oh, here's some little guys. The lavender stop sign even aside from the rocky part. Don't know how to get lodged here. But yeah, we got these little fellows. What are they again? Are they mold mites? Maybe they are these? No, they are the mold mites. Mold and decaying organic material. Is the stop sign organic? Maybe that's somebody's head that mutated into a stop sign. I could see that person being in Look Outside. Look Outside, which seems to be not nominated like in any Game of the Year award. Especially not the main one. I'm gonna pick this one. He was thinking really hard about stopping. I don't think even Look Outside is that simple. It is sometimes. But to me, I would say Look Outside is my Game of the Year 2025. And retroactively, 9 Souls might be my game of the year 2024, even though I play it only now. Did I forget something? Anime guy liked Animate in the comment writer because he was thinking of Animate. Yeah, that might be one of the most direct ones. That's just a shroom. Maybe there's like small Marios on it, like in Mario 128. Are we gonna have a big Game Awards stream? I don't think there's any point in me in doing like a Let's Watch Game Awards stream. But I might do my like own opinions on the Game Awards nominees when we are close to the actual date. Like, as just the end of stream bonus, not as a dedicated stream. Did you play all the EA and Ubisoft games? I did play Skate. And I played a great Ubisoft game last year. Prince of Persia and the Lost Crown. Thank you, EA. I don't think we can say thank you Ubisoft for much longer, because I heard that they are in a little bit of trouble right now. Which they should have been a long time ago. Making the same games again and again. And when they finally make a good game, they kill the team. One four. Yeah, they literally dismembered and killed the team that made the Lost Crown game. They need the biological fuel to fund their Assassin's Creed Studios. This is a gear. Very rusted gear. So there has to be the rust mites, right? There's some. Cute. I had to dump the biomass into Assassin's Creed machine to keep it running. Yeah, that's kind of what I was getting at, but I didn't word it as well as you did. So these are these. And they are rust mites. Why do they eat rust? That doesn't seem like the best thing to eat. It's like people who play Assassin's Creed. Like, there are better games to play. Smash out of pass and rust mites. It depends on the, you know. Oh, now we got a Cthulhu statue. That's hard to say on purpose. Cthulhu. So, straight from Really A. Anything interesting inside? Where'd the blue goo go? Was there some blue goo? Oh, under a statue? I guess it just disappeared. But there's nothing to worry about. Let's lift the cover and it's surely gonna be okay. Oh, it's too impatient to wait for my scan. That's rude. Well, there's some blue goo. Oh, I think the power went out. That's a nice coincidence with this. What now? Oh, the door opened. Oh, there's some more blue goo. I think this was just the right amount of build-up to have something like this happen. When how they expand this to a full game? If this, like, I don't think this is meant to be a full game. I think this is a standalone release and not just a demo for some ideas, like some of these are. But for a full game, this would need to have like different sort of experiments that you do. That seems like the only interactable part. Oh, I got the light back without any interference from the friend. Do I just go back to work now? Yeah, I'm a diligent worker. I have to go back. You did release him. There was no, like, nobody taught me to do this. I just, followed the instructions. He's thankful. Yeah, maybe he is. Oh, I guess my day is over. 6th floor exit. Just like in a big Chinese city. This is the ground floor. Oh, never mind. We are going down. Have to go tell HR. Well, judging by the intro, there is not a lot of HR going on here. Oh, but somebody else is here. I guess he went to say hi to the other workers too. Oh, there's somebody here. You okay? You okay? Oh, there it is. Creates a latch onto your face, and as your vision blurred, you felt your body begin to change. I think the creature was made from the mutation material, because it was just as blue as that was. And that was the game. It was a nice deal at the end, how the guy, you know, the other worker, like pointed at you, like, it's right behind you, and then it was. That's a little bit more elaborate than just average jump scare. And yeah, this was a simple game, but I think this was polished and varied enough, despite not being that varied, that it really worked. And it's nice to see that there is no, like, full game soon. Like, I like that some games are just, like, self-contained, small things like this. Also, I think I just got a symbol from that ending, and there's room for many more. I'll look into it, if there are other endings. But right now, I want to go to the next game. Alright, see you, Sammy. Next one tonight is Infineural. There's Unity and then something. This made my Mike Klapnika, who is most well known for buckshot roulettes. And I tested this game beforehand, because this was for last session originally. And I've been using enough Logic Pro, you know, audio workstation, to make music recently, that I would say that for 90% certain this ambient track is made in Logic Pro. I'm noticing some familiar synth emulation here. And Logic Pro is also a horror program, because it's a pretty good audio workstation, but it's only for Mac and for nothing else. Okay, this time we got really like a crisp, like a high resolution, but sort of like low detail graphics. It's not as murky and dirty and rusty as Buckshot Roulette is. It's kinda nice here. But I guess this is my workplace for this time. Oh, it's premium gourmet coffee. I'm sure that you can get that from a vending machine. Oh, this is what we wished for in the last game. Low resolution text with high resolution pop-up. Thank you for signing up to the Infineural Eternal Capture program. Says the Finnish. Well, the Finnish people drink a lot of coffee, but by far the most common way to make coffee here is to use like a coffee machine where you put like pre-grounded coffee into. And then you make it really dark and bitter. As stated in page 987, paragraph 2, there's a lot of pages of the contract. Oh, we had a 1,000 page contract for this. That's kind of like an Apple product too. The coffee has anesthetic properties. That's not how coffee works. Vending machine with extra steps. It is. Like, if you just had that inside a vending machine, it would be the same end result. So, maybe I shouldn't complain. After drinking it, step into the automatic escort vehicle and relax. If you find yourself not remembering the contents of the test after it's finished, do not be alarmed. This is a side effect of the beverage. Infineural, innovative AI solutions. It is a little bit of a nasty thought that you like sedate yourself with this friendly looking coffee here. Like, it's made to feel something you do in a workday, and instead it's something really weird. Eternal CAPTCHA test procedure. I would love an eternal CAPTCHA. Sounds like good work. A good job. Original host. Original host is test subject's body, which is not deemed suitable for the test. This is to the axiomatic lifespan of the human body. Yeah, that's so axiomatic. There's temporary host, which is test subject's encephalon is automatically transferred to a temporary host. Encephalon is like a brain part? Or the whole brain, maybe? Which the conscious will inhabit for the duration of the test. The temporary host consists of synthetic materials which will not degrade in the warp drive domain. So if I'm getting this right... Oh, 1 minute equals 10 years. Yeah, my brain, after the sedation, is gonna be moved to a robot body. And then it's gonna exist in warp drive domain and... well, uses time really efficiently. After the test subject has taken the necessary supplements, they will enter the warp drive. The first stage of the warp drive is comprised of the host transfer. The second stage will be entering the domain where the test will finally take place. Warp drive is an excellent environment for researchers to gather data. However, the specifics are highly confidential. Food? It depends on the pay. Okay, let's get the evil coffee. Oh, it missed the coffee puring animation. What a shame. But it does have the ding. Drink the coffee. Well, I could try both at some point. Is the test over? I don't remember a single thing. Oh, it worked really fast. Maybe I should talk to that person over there. Time of the day seems maybe a little bit different, but I don't think much time passed. You call that the person? Oh, hey there. I got off the test just a few minutes before you. Is there even room for multiple people? Isn't it crazy? We are gone for 5 minutes, but over there is 50 years. Warp drives really are fascinating. Like, are there any downsides to this? This does sound effective, like genuinely. I am curious about what it's like over there. I knew a few people who remembered everything. They killed themselves shortly after. Should I have drank the coffee? It leaves me thinking, why did they end their lives? Is this reality nowhere near as good as the one over there? I guess we'll never find out. I doubt it's about really being so good that they don't want to live here anymore. And maybe that's for the best. If it's so dangerous not to drink the coffee that people kill themselves, I think there should be like more of a way to ensure that people who enter a test really did drink it. You receive your payment the day after. Retire. Live a happy life. Oh, retire after 5 minutes of work. But you still wonder, what did I get paid for? This is short enough that I'm gonna try the other way. Which I'm sure there is, because it said that. Ending number 1. Gotta take the bus again. Okay, bye. So, can I get inside? Oh, I guess the procedure is that the door doesn't open before you drink the coffee. Or at least get the coffee. I don't think there would be anyone who would risk the payment of a lifetime for 5 minutes of work but by not drinking this, but I'm gonna be a rebel. And this time you can see inside. Looks pleasant. I guess this is where my brain gets removed. Please face this way. Keep all limbs away from closing latches. No, I'm a rebel. I don't even have any limbs. Okay, this is not a pleasant way to be in. Kinda like a dentist chair, that. Alright, some royalty-free pictures. Oh, and we get an old Mac computer, just when I was talking about Apple. I had this one when I was a kid. A Mac Classic, I think it was called. Like a re-release of this old type of computer. So I guess this is how they saved money. Or maybe this takes place in the 90s. Oh, is this the eternal capture? Okay, just 9 million questions. Is 50 years enough time for those? You go home after a long day of work, but you find that your house no longer exists. How do you react to the situation? You own one house. You're a middle-class citizen. You have a wife and 2 children. Your family was in the house. I think I would scream. One question down. Oh, there's even a fanfare. You are driving home one late night when you notice an uncanny cave entrance in the distance. What do you do? You're an experienced cave explorer. You don't have a flashlight. You have a box of matches. Music can be heard from the entrance. Well, as long as it's not called Nutty Putty Cave, I'm fine with it. I don't have a flashlight. And just matches. I'm gonna come back in the morning. Diddy. A company urges you to drink the coffee. Do you drink the coffee? The coffee makes you forget. The coffee makes you forget. The coffee makes you forget. Well, evidently no. I think that's the part where they should release the subject before subjecting them to do some other questions. Oh, okay, we get some progress here. Some real progress. 3 people are engaged in a fight. Who is the most likely to win? The fight is in a bar. 1 has knife, 2 has brass knuckles, 3 has nuclear warhead. I don't think you can call it a winning a fight if you use the nuclear warhead. So I'm gonna say the knife. Watchdog was present in the last question. You answered incorrectly. What does that mean? 50,000 questions will be added to your quota. Pay more attention. Well, what sort of research is this if they, like, know what the answers they want to get? Actually, many research like that, but not good research. Which part of human face we look at first? Freckles, 2 eyes, no mouth. If you have no mouth, then we'll look at the eyes. I've heard that with Japanese people, it's considered like most acceptable to look at the chin of the person instead of like directly at the eyes. But that might be outdated or even false by the start. Because I think most Japanese exchange students I've talked with tend to look you like kind of normally in the eyes. What is the first thing that comes to your mind after the word green? Grass. Oh, only 3 questions remaining. We're almost done here. You are the research. Oh, that's a good point. Like, the reactions to this are probably the actual research. And Watchdog only shows up sometimes, I think. The sun drifts below the mountain, casting pink light across the sky. It's getting cold. What do you do? Oh, it is like the scene that we left 50 years ago. I think I'll go home now. Your quotas met. This concludes the test. Infineural thanks you for your cooperation. Time to get paid. The real horror of this computer is the one-button mouse. It took so long for Apple to add like a second button, and even after that they have been like weird with it. In even a modern Apple mouse there's only one button, but if you press the button with 2 fingers, it counts as right click. Oh, it can house many people. Even more effective. That's a nice visual thing to see. And not nice, but interesting and evocative. Oh, and it's 5 minutes later here, in this world. What's up? Oh, hey there. I got off the test just a few minutes before you. Do I look like shit? Are you okay? The animation of this guy is just wobbling between two almost the same frames. Oh, remember. You never find your place back in the society, not after what you went through. Right when you are done dying the news, you hear an ad on the radio. Infineural looking for volunteers. I feel like the game didn't really sell how mad you felt, or hopeless, or depressed after the 50 years. And it also like took some away from it that the questions were so like silly. They went into like more humorous direction. Well, I think realistically, I think a person will go somewhat crazy being in the same space without any changes for like just 3 days or something like that. And that was 50 years. So, yeah, that happening in reality would make you lose your mind. But I don't think the game presented it in a really interesting way. It was kind of like the 100 million years button, you know, the GIF I showed last year at the end of Horror Tour. The first round was nice. Like, the coffee is memorable. The instructions on the wall are pretty nice. Or how they explain it. But I think the best part of the second round was seeing all the cubicles. Otherwise, I think that could have been better. But there was nuclear warhead mentioned at the end. And the next game I'm gonna play has something to do with nuclear war. It's a Cold Line. Please don't be full screen. fuck? It's full screen. Just a second, please. This can be easily fixed like I've done many times before. The most easiest fix would be me getting finally a second monitor. I've thought about getting a second monitor as long as I've streamed, but I still haven't gotten to it. Oh, for this game, even the magic trick doesn't work. I need to do something else to make chat show while I play this. I think I can do it. Not that way. I'm missing the game now.
Before we begin, please select a language.
Okay, maybe that can wait.
English, press 1.
한국어로 게임을 하시려면 2번을 눌러주세요.
Was that Korean?
Before we begin, please select a language.
Wait for a moment, please.
Press 1.
한국어로 게임을 하시려면 2번을 눌러주세요.
Miss a tutorial? Yeah, maybe I should restart this. It's Windows Control T that lets me make chat real even during this.
To play the game in English, press 1.
Okay, now I can see chat even while playing. Sorry for that. It maybe it's a Korean, maybe it's Russian. And I feel ashamed that I can't tell Korean and Russian apart from a sentence like that. Like, I would like to learn some Korean at some point. Then I can complete my Eastern Asia language set. And of course, it would be nice to add some maybe Tagalog, Malay into it too. Okay, so pound key is that, and then you use the numpad. Alright. DLC? You mean like new language or DLC? For your brain?
To play the game in English, press 1.
This is a unique interface for a game. 1962. Height of the Cold War. You are the chairman of the USSR. Due to a technical failure, a 50 megaton nuclear warhead is on its way to New York City. As you can see here. Thanks to breakthroughs in Soviet aviation, your military advisor estimates a delivery in 10 minutes. Here they are. And here's my cool red phone. Your last hope of preventing Armageddon is to get the US Army to intercept the plane. Time to call the president. Who was president in 62? I don't remember. Yep.
Hi. You have reached the United States Washington-Moscow hotline.
Uh-huh.
Thank you for your call.
Yeah.
Are you calling about an urgent matter, and would you like a direct line with the president? Press 1.
Yes.
In order for us to connect you to the president, we will need a verification code.
Okay.
Please enter your 6-digit identification code and close with pound.
I don't remember it. I don't know this code.
That was not the right code. Would you like to try again? Press 1.
Where do I learn the code from?
Return to the main menu, press 2.
I guess we try the main menu then.
You have reached the United States Washington-Moscow hotline. Thank you for your call. Are you calling about an urgent matter, and would you
Oh,
like
so
a
this is a
direct line with the
frustration horror.
president? Press 1. If your matter is less urgent and you would like to speak to a representative, press 2.
Any other
For
options?
other matters, press 3.
My code
If
might be
you're calling
another
about
matter.
renewing trade accords with the White House, press 1. If you're calling about our nuclear program, press 2.
That might be interesting.
If you're calling about applying for a Washington-Moscow hotline verification code or getting a reminder for your verification
That's
code,
it, that's it.
press 3. To apply for Washington-Moscow hotline verification code, press 1.
Yeah.
To apply for a new verification code, we need to know if you are a low-ranking or high-ranking official.
Pretty high ranking, I would
If you
say.
are low-ranking, press 1. If you are high-ranking, press 2. What is your function? If you are head of defense, press 1.
Not quite.
If you are head of international relations, press 2.
Isn't president all of those?
If you are president, king, or chairman of your nation, press 3.
That I am.
In order to grant you a Washington-Moscow hotline verification code, we need to confirm you are not a robot. Please type the following code, 14662,
146.
and close with the pound key. Thank you for applying for a Washington-Moscow hotline verification
Captain
code.
62.
Your code is 44578. To get a reminder of your code, use your reminder key, which is 133. To return to the main menu, press 0.
Okay, I'm gonna try to be reminded that I got it right for sure.
Thank you for applying for a Washington-Moscow hotline verification code. Your code is 44578. To
Got
get a
it.
reminder of your code, use your reminder key, which is 133.
Still half the
To
time
return
left.
to the
This is
main
going,
menu,
this is going
press
alright.
0. Hi. You have reached the United States Washington-Moscow hotline. Thank you for your call. Are you calling about an urgent matter? In order for us to connect you to the president, we will need a verification code. Please enter your 6-digit identification code and close with pound. Thank you for inputting your verification code. Welcome back, Chairman Lenkov. We will now redirect you to the president. Please wait. Unfortunately, the president is out of office at this time. Would you like to book an appointment? Press 1. Is there an emergency that cannot wait? Press 2. Understood. We are dedicated to helping you out with your emergency. Can you tell us more about what type of emergency you're experiencing? Is the nature of your emergency economic? Press 1. Is the nature of your emergency related to nuclear war? Press 2. We are very concerned to hear you are experiencing an emergency regarding nuclear war, and we take your call very seriously. To help us understand the problem, can you tell us if your emergency endangers U.S. soil or not? If yes, press 1. If it doesn't, press 2.
Now it's not muted, I think. Yeah, now it's not muted. Sorry for that.
Nuclear emergencies that threaten U.S. territory is a very important issue. Is it possible that you may have accidentally targeted the United States and need help with intercepting a missile?
Now we're talking.
If yes, press 1.
Yes.
Did you know you can order a special interception military mission from this menu? In
Whoa,
order to do
nice.
so, we need the military special permission code that aligns with the type of ballistic missile.
Wait,
If
what?
you have a code ready, press 1. If not, press 2 to return to the main menu.
Oh, fuck no.
You have reached the United States Washington Moscow.
2. No, it's 3, was it?
We value your call. A representative will speak with you shortly. You are 14th in line. Expected wait time is 34 minutes.
The bad side of this is that I have 0 as my mute key on OBS, so I will mute every time I press it. I'll be careful from not to mute myself from now on.
Our wait times are unusually high right now.
Can I get out of
It
here?
might be best to try again at another time. Would you like to continue waiting? Press 1.
No.
If you would like to go back to the main menu, press 2. Hi.
What was the code I
You have
needed? I don't
reached the
remember
United
anymore.
States, Washington, Moscow hotline. If you're calling about renewing trade accords with the White House, press 1.
Okay, that was not it.
If you're calling about our nuclear program, press 2.
That might be it.
If you're calling about applying for a Washington Moscow hotline verification code or getting a reminder for your verification code, press 3.
I think it's 2 now.
The United States prides itself on its advanced nuclear technology. To learn more about how nuclear weapons prevent war, press 1.
Oh, they
To learn more
prevent
about
one.
the types of weapons the United States may use in relation to thermonuclear warfare, press 2.
This is not what I want to
Please
hear.
select the type of weapon which you would like to know more about. Press 1 for offensive weapons such as intercontinental ballistic missiles.
Is there other planes here?
Press 2 to know more about defensive weapons such as interception planes.
That sounds right.
Defensive weapons include jet fighters that are designed specifically to take down a moving
2
ballistic
minutes.
missile. Did you know? You can order emergency military operations such as the interception of an accidental nuclear missile from this menu.
Uh-huh.
To do so, you need to have a military special permission code that consists of 2 numbers based on speed of the missile and 2 numbers based on the best interception method.
Okay.
To know more about speed, press 1. To know more about the type of interception method, press 2. If your ballistic missile is slow-moving, press 1. If your ballistic missile is fast-moving and can cross thousands of miles in minutes, press 2.
I think it's that. Pretty sure it's that.
Fast-moving ballistic missiles have a military special permission code that starts with 40.
40,
To learn
okay.
more about interception methods, press 1. To return to the menu, press 2.
I think 1.
If your ballistic missile is sent from the northern hemisphere, it requires an X-form interception method. For more about this method, press 1. If it
Okay.
is a southern hemisphere missile, it requires
It's
1.
Northern Hemisphere.
X-form ballistic interception methods have a military special permission code that ends with the digits 81.
8-1,
To learn
okay.
more about ballistic speeds, press 1. To return to the menu,
48-1.
press 2.
48-1 is the code.
Hi. You have reached the United States Washington Moscow hotline. In order for us to connect you to the president, we will need a verification code. Please enter your 6-digit
445783.
Thank you for inputting your verification code.
30 seconds.
Welcome back, Chairman Lenkov. We will now redirect you to the president. Please wait.
There's no time to wait. I think I failed.
Unfortunately, the president is out of...
Yeah, unfortunately for you. New York City has fallen. Our phone menu navigation was too slow to save the world. It really was. That was a horrible experience. I really hated that. But what should I say? Like, it was well done for what it was. But I wouldn't call this fun. It was really, really frustrating and horrible. I kind of respect this, though. I respect making a game like this. Let's try again if the same codes work. Because then I can really do this. If the same codes don't work, I'm gonna move on to the next game. But I will show the conclusion of this some other time. Even if not tonight. I think there's a message against automating your bureaucracy. Like, it should be based on humans, not on programs like this. I think this would be as annoying with ChatGPT or Claude as it is with this one.
Hi. You have have reached the United States Washington-Moscow hotline. In order for us to connect you to the president, we will need a verification code.
Okay.
Please enter your 6-digit identification code and close with pound. Thank you for inputting your verification code. Welcome back, Chairman Lenka.
It worked.
We will now redirect you to the president. Please wait.
There's plenty of time to wait. This music just is great here. And I really like the simple graphics of the game. It's so effective. Just the map and the phone. And the time, of course.
Unfortunately, the president is out of office at this time. Would you like to book an appointment? Press 1.
Not really.
Is there an emergency that cannot...
Yeah.
Understood. We are dedicated to helping you out with your emergency. Can you tell us more about what type of emergency you're experiencing?
I think it was 2.
Is the nature of your emergency economic? Press 1. Is the nature of your emergency related to nuclear war?
Yeah, that one.
We are very concerned to hear you are experiencing an emergency regarding nuclear war, and we take your call very seriously. To help us understand the problem, can you tell us if your emergency endangers U.S. soil or not? If yes, press 1.
It's the same as before.
Nuclear emergencies that threaten U.S. territory is a very important issue.
It has to be the same.
Is it possible that you may have accidentally targeted the United States and need help with intercepting a missile?
Uh-huh.
If yes, press 1. Did you know you can order a special interception military mission from this menu?
So
In
cool.
order to do so, we need the military special permission code that aligns with the type of ballistic missile.
I hope this works.
If you have a code ready, press 1. Please enter the 4-digit military special permission code to engage an interception mission, then close with the pound key.
Okay. 40, 81.
The code you entered is for intercepting a fast-moving missile with an
Yeah.
X-form interception method.
Cool.
Are you sure you want to continue? Press 1. Are you absolutely sure? Remember, this action can only be performed once. Press 1 if you are absolutely... Understood. We will send out a special military interception operation
Oh, I won,
right
I
away.
think.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Oh, yeah. You have successfully prevented nuclear Armageddon. You are the master of phone menus. Oh, nice. It's very friendly that the same codes work. I would almost liked if the same codes didn't work. So you had to go to the horrible experience again. But I don't know, maybe it's better that way. But yeah, that was a really clear concept of the game, that it did really well. It stayed like somewhat believable while being like darkly humorous at the same time. It's only going to mobilize the team's interest in nuclear warhead in a few minutes. I was thinking the same, but maybe the 10 minutes take that into account. I don't have to worry about it. I did the best I could. I'm a master of phone menus. Anyway, let's play the next game. I have a collection here called Unsorted Horror. That is all from Mike Klapnika, you know, who made the AI Brain game that I played just before. He's made a lot of small horror games. And this is a Steam collection of short horror games. But it's still free, which I appreciate. I think this is his symbol. It has to be. Like logo, as they say. And Jabu made the music. The one that has the amoebas in his belly. Can we go windowed? Oh, we can go windowed. Excellent. I'm gonna play just one game here this time. I researched this a bit, and I decided what seemed the most interesting one. It might not be, but... Unsolved Horror is a collection of experimental first-person horror games. Most of the games are very short, and are designed to be played through in one sitting. They do not feature save mechanics. Longer titles that feature save mechanics will be marked with the disc icon. These does have the same graphical style as Buckshot Roulette. Here's my floating games. There's the other side. I think this might be the most popular out of these. I noticed a lot of YouTube videos of this. The way I check the length of most games, because I try to focus on shorter games, is that I search on YouTube and see how long the videos are. But yeah, the one I chose for this session is the Tartarus engine. A short horror game about the monumental computer designed for imitating eternal torment. I want one. You play as a technician in a group of people that set out to trap into a vulnerability in the machine. Set out to tap into vulnerability. So it is like AM from I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. Oh, this is the same text. Let's play. How do you play? Oh, play. Okay. Nice old CD player. Oh, a new instance. I'm gonna close this window. Alright. So this program is just for starting the games. I'm pretty sure these are made in Godot. Never mind, I was proven wrong instantly with the made in Unity text. You don't see the new window that just opened. That's a shame. Oh, no, don't look at it. Oh. There we go. Now you can see it. Like a quarter of it. This looks nice with the post-processing effect. There's a chat in the way because it's once again full window. As far beneath the Hades as heaven is above the earth, construction began on the foundation of a great computer. Decades later, the first reality of eternal torment was imitated by the machine. The year is 2009, and the Tartarus engine was created. It's interesting that now, like, sci-fi horror takes place in the past. I guess, like, a sci-fi story has taken place in the 2000s for so long that it's still a sort of tradition, even though it's now bygone era. Time passed. To prevent workers from exploiting the machine for their personal gain, oh, that's the first priority, of course, multiple protective measures were set in place. 4 technicians devised a plan and execute it into the night. There is no such thing as absolute security. That is one of the first things you learn in computer science. So here we are, so-called humans.
You really think it'll work? Yes, the cataract will almost cascade the engine in itself after multiple layers. 1 second on Earth will translate to years in our simulation, and we can leave whenever we want to, right? Of course. Harper, what's the time?
They sound like they would want to say Mortis.
46.
Again, a time limit. No phones, hopefully. Oh, there's somebody else too. close enough.
Oh yes, we're the three of you are in it.
A lot of smoke from the cigarette.
Sir, and what is it? Maintenance check.
So we are like saboteurs trying to break the computer for whatever reason. Maybe because of the torture realms.
It's a hard drive.
Our suspicions are being raised.
Shit. You don't have literally picked any name other than hard drive.
That's a really good way to smoke, just like hold it in your mouth and just let it burn infinitely.
Alright, hardware. Go down to the lower level and insert the rectal partition element. Meanwhile, we'll get everything set up here and keep it short. You don't have much time.
Okay, partition 11, got it. And now I'm alone. That's some quality footstep sounds. No head bob. This actually looks kind of beautiful, this color grading and this sort of like detailed models. Like the visual here is definitely much nicer than in many other games with this same visual style. Is this the data rack? It's huge. Like the tricks that are done here are pretty standard, that we have talked about many times. But the end result is, at least to me, this looks super nice. So, partition maintenance is here. How do you avoid getting put in the torture realm? No, says this guy. Oh, the game is lagging a bit. Oh, shit. Now it's alright. There it is. I'm just pushing buttons that I can see. Latch locked. Here we go. Leaving the light behind. This is a pretty stylish game. Yeah, they had to build a computer this size in the past to even run Doom. Like, that's why current computers are called home computers. You can't fit this into your home. You have to make it back by midnight. Oh, I have a whole 10 minutes. That's the familiar challenge. I can see some Half-Life influence here too. The music is very fitting for this in the cold, rusted computer hell. I think we are there. Can I take the drill? I can. I'm not sure what to do. Oh, that opened it. Do I drill? Like, yeah, get this open. Partition override, so the so-called hard drive goes here. No. I don't know what this even is. Crowbar? Alright, that works. Nice. Music's getting like panicky, even though there's a lot of time still left. Maybe now I put this in? No? Maybe push the buttons? They don't do anything. Maybe I'll put this in this slot here. Yeah, that works. There's hacker stuff. Cool. Very movie logic hacker. But I think this should give me a code of what to push here. Is it gonna be done soon? Oh, it's like invading the computer. He's not gonna like that. Now they are open, I think. It's kinda cool how the game doesn't give you any instructions. You just need to fumble your way through. Even still, it doesn't work. What could be next? Is the crowbar more? No. I think I need to... Oh, take this out. Okay, I got it. And then put our stuff in. That's logical. I'm done here. Time to head back. Latch closed. Put it on again. And head back. There we go. I think I did it. In just 3 minutes. Did I win? Looks good so far. But there's gotta be like the nightmare computer talking to you in some way. In a story like this. Or maybe I got put into a nightmare realm without even realizing. Maybe I was there the whole time. It's now midnight. Oh. I guess I got caught. Maybe. Yeah, I'm taking somewhere else. I'm being watched. This looks like newer technology on the computer.
Harper, we are about to tell you
Oh, it's alright. I'm not taken into the torture room. I'm in the with my friends.
Strap yourself in.
And now we enter a computer. This is a nice interface to use it.
I've almost got everything set up. Which preset are you running? The one where you peel potatoes? Splendid. Don't worry,
I don't get that.
It's just for a moment. I'll pull you out as soon as I get nominal ready.
I guess they enter some inconspicuous program.
Alright, see you in a bit.
And that way get into the system. It's exactly like Ninja Virtual Boy. And here we peel potatoes.
I don't understand. They managed to translate the nature of consciousness into mathematics and recreate it in a digital interface, yet they use it for this. What even is this?
I guess this is how the computer wants humans to be, that they don't do anything but some menial tasks, maybe as punishment for creating it, and its eternal torment.
Alright, is the image clear? Yes, the image is clear.
Yeah, it was pretty clear.
Good. I'm setting up the cascade preset now.
If they really looks like this, like the reality they live in, the games are completely photorealistic. A normal time dilation. I'm seeing a theme tonight. I guess what they want to do is to like write the paradise inside the computer instead of a potato peeling room. Like they still want to use the computer in some way. That looked bad.
Did it work? Shit, it said right where each form keyboard. Why, I can't move. I forgot to disable the automatic.
Oh, fuck you. That guy messed it up.
It's spelling us out. It's spelling us out layer by layer. What the hell did you... How many layers deep are we?
Yeah, this is not gonna be a success. So it's a simulation inside the simulation inside the simulation. And we keep getting deeper. I think the computer wants to show that we are never ever getting out. Tartarus engine, and saw that horror exclusive. Oh, that was it? That was kinda like, that showed some restraint. Not showing you anything like too horrifying. It was more like a conceptual horror. Of them maybe even living inside the computer simulation and still trying to break out, but getting stuck even deeper. I think the twist could have been more effective maybe, if something was added to it, but I kinda appreciate the simplicity of it too. And like I said, the game looked really nice, and the panicky part where you tried to put your part in the computer was really well done. But I can't help but feel there was something a little bit lacking. It should have shown, I don't know, some more memorable images at the end, instead of just repeating the same room. But overall I like this. And it was very different. And as always, I go for variety with these ones. I might play one more game from here, maybe some other year. But for now, let's see, do I have more games? I have two more that I plan to play. There is I think there's like a horror visual novel called Discover My Body. And I've seen this recommended a couple of times. Even though this seems really obscure. Let's see what the hell this is about. Maybe I'm gonna show cursor, because this is I think some kind of visual novel, like I said. In the year 2040, human beings look for increasingly strange solutions in hopes of finding connections, community. Distrusting previous institutions that supposed brought people together in common, lonely people look to technology and science for answers. That is this year. One such new technology is a physically powerful lab synthesized fungi. You, a medical student at the local university, have been brought in to study its applications to a human subject or something. So this is a fungi horror game. Ah, you must be the new student Dr. Morrison was speaking of. Strange face, empty eyes. I hear you are quite bright. Have you ever studied the physical trans Boletuchian flowering before? Excuse me? I see. Well, you're in for quite a treat. Am I the test subject once again? I have assisted with many flowerings before. However, this is my first time in the hot seat. This facility is equipped with a neutron coronal scanner. You'll be able to view my transformation. Oh, he's the one getting fungied. And its various effects on my bodily systems. Okay, yeah. I was thinking like this is more like body horror direction. And it definitely is. Just navigate the icon over my body. And scan for info points to click on. Do I wanna... My branch broker area has been linked to a digital readout. So even when I am at the point where I am beyond human speech, I will be able to communicate. Why is this desirable? Well, please begin your explanation. Scan? What is this? I have no idea what that is. I think that's my scanner. Or maybe something like that. Here's skeletal, as you can see. Here's topical. And here's nervous. I think the scanner moves on its own. Yeah. Oh, it does move after my mouse, but really slowly. That's actually it. It's a old man body horror. Here's some fungi already. I think it looks like a face. This is already a very strange game. Think that's all? I can't scan the pingers. Oh, there's the point of interest inside the face. Ha, you discovered the injection site. 2 weeks ago, Dr. Morrison took a bone-deep needle to my right shin. Oh, it actually exists there, this fungal face. It hurts like hell. However, what he injected was worth its weight in gold. It was a skin graft of a successful PDP flowering. I see. What's that? It kind of looks like a face? Well, the PDP organism is a psychical organism. Its psychical manifestation draws from a shared pool of all its denizens' traumas, fears, dreams. I believe that's my mother's face on my shin. Oh. Oh, how I miss her. But enough about me. Please continue the explanation. I guess like it's too late to turn back after having your mother's trauma face growing from your knee. Anyway, what's next? Maybe skeletal? Yeah, it's growing inside here. You have discovered my rotting bones. All of us have a little bit of bone rot. Yes, the rot has set in, certainly. It itches like the devil. But soft bones are required for the PDP to do its work. So you are rotting your bones on purpose to get them softer. The human body was never intended to experience a flowering. In the process of one is contorted physically and psychically and physically. Soft rotting bones are pliable enough to assume a flowering shape. Yeah, we are really gonna end up something like beyond human after this. Again though, very painful stuff. Like he seems really proud of this being really painful. When I begin to scream, I expect you to keep your cool though. This should all be academic to you. Are you getting any class credit for this, by the way? Well, I suffered with my previous dissertation, but at least I didn't have to do this. I see. Well, please continue. Oh, now we're getting nervous. Anything weird in the brain? Any insanity in the membrane? Nervous system seems alright so far. But it is kind of a horror thought, horrifying thought maybe to be more exact. That, like so much of the human experience is bound to these thin lines of electricity passing through. And even if like a small thing goes wrong, the rest of your human experience is only pain. Aha, you have discovered the primordial inhibitor. Do we need to disable that? This is a device implanted in my brainstem. Oh, it's a device. Which helps to undo certain evolutionary safeguards against operations like this. It limits bodily and mental reactivity to meta-existential stimuli. I can see sort of like a researcher being fascinated by experiencing meta-existential stimuli. In not too many words, the flowering is an evolutionary aberration, one which requires some retooling of our formation of mental concepts. For instance, one who has flowered does not experience the human idea of time, but if I tried and apprehended this with my regular old monkey mind, I would go quite insane. But anyway, please go on, discover, explore. I think I'm full already. According to the concentration of the PDP in my blood, I will begin the flowering process very soon. Quick, give me your wallet to bite down on. That's low tech. Is this a screaming? Wow, that hurt. Not the human face anymore. Sorry, I seem to have bit down too hard and broken a couple teeth. Give me a moment to spit them out. Spit. Now then, as you can see my face, I am midway through the flowering process. Hurrah! I can feel the inkling of an pan-psychic connection, and my body has experienced amazing and terrible growth. See for yourself. Oh yeah, now we explore more. It sounds like they are entering like in the high mind while doing this. You have discovered that my hands have fallen off. Well, I suppose I'll never play the violin again. Haha. Joking aside, this is pretty much to be expected. Part of the primordial inhibitor is to dissociate brain and hand connectedness. As a result of this, the hands fall off. As they are merely vestigial baggage, standing in the way of a superior evolution. I'm sorry, just briefly I had a bit of an ego death there for a moment. I can feel my thoughts entwine in the rhizomatic group mind. Please continue. So I think the brain inhibitor he has is one part that makes all of this feel like normal and even desirable. This reminds me of the mutants in Look Outside that are like completely happy with the new existence. Of course, this is different because this is much more voluntary than that. Yeah, you have a lot of fungus already. That's for sure. One theme of tonight has definitely been interface. Like, these games are played with strange interfaces. Ha, you discovered my bone growths. As I was saying about the dramatic changes PDP flowering incurs, well now, at the bone deep level, my skeletal system is basically sponge cake. But look closer. My bone fragments have begun to reassemble into a complicated, if fragile, latticework of water-thin psychic receptors. Some of the bones are poking out of my skin. I knew that. I felt it. Haha. Please, go on. Nervous system is, yeah, the arms are just gone, as are the legs. In a way, I think he's flowering into, just a brain being, instead of having a body in a normal sense. Ha, you discovered my new minds. Oh, many brains, I mean. To the extent that the brain is a mind that is. We'll leave that to the philosophers. As my own mind brain disintegrates into the group mind, what remains of my body becomes a small distribution of other flowering mind brains. As we speak, I am flooded with the powerful memories that are not my own. I feel, well, it's hard to even use the word I anymore. Even to distinguish ourselves from our timeless unity seems wrong. I feel infinite pleasure as well as infinite pain. Is this what death is? I think that's like exact opposite of death. I see we're at the final stages. I complete the flowering. Infinite pleasure, pain, death. There he goes. I am so happy. I am so happy. I wonder if the students got inspired to do that themselves by the end of this. What is the most disturbing thing about this is that how uncared and even excited the professor, or whoever that was, seemed at the prospect of all of this. But maybe he really was that tired of being a human that infinite pain was preferable. At least it's anti-depression. Game just ends here. Strange and very, very minimalistic. I think that's easy like an art game. But still, at the same time, it was a effective short story in a somewhat interactive form. I think out of games tonight, that might have not been the most fun to play, but it probably had the highest artistic value of like putting thoughts into your head and images too. The sunken eyed image of the professor and sort of like bloated body. That was that's a sight. For the last game tonight, I'm gonna play something much more lighthearted. It's a milk delivery horror game called Thunderhead. But with this, I have played through all the games in my list. This looks like something much more brighter and not as depressing as some of the previous games. Music is nice too and energetic. There's a lot of graves though. Oh, there's some real prairie music. I was about to say that prairie is written wrong here, but it's a combination of prairie and dairy, I would say. Some classic VHS aesthetics. Sorry, I gotta move the chat because it's a little bit in the way. On Friday night, just past midnight, the people of Thunderhead screamed in terror. Their end began 4 days earlier when a strange hill appeared, the edge of the cemetery. Maybe it began even further back. But our story begins the morning when the first light touched a town stained by horror. What happened in Thunderhead was first told by the man who delivers milk every Friday to towns too quiet to matter. I think I'm that man. Chapter 1, Milkman John. Drop the goods off at the gas station. Collect empty bottles. Here's the empty bottles. Yeah, doing recycling. Nice. Mouse is very sensitive in this one. Read the order. 3 holes of milk, 1 hole of juice. I mean juice, not juice. How do I get my stuff? If it's smoking, grab the wrench from the back. It's not smoking exactly. Well, that's easy enough to read without clicking. Deliver goods from the van. Okay, now we're gonna go to the van. Space to jump. Tap to show objective. Alright, shift to run. Got it. Here's orange juice, here's milk bottles. LMB drop, LMB throw. I don't think it should be thrown. So, free milk. Yeah, there's another job simulator. And 1 juice. Nice. I don't think those should be left open, unlike Fridges Night. Drive, press R to reset the van when stuck. I'm just gonna get stuck. I'm a good driver. There's some pixels on my windshield. Wait, I think I bumped into something already. Oh, it's the wrong way. That's what's going wrong. What is the right way? There we go. It's nice that you hear the noise of the bottles clacking. Oh, it already broke. What a shit van. Can I have the range at the back? Where is the wrench? Oh, there it is. You should insert it? Okay. I hope I don't hit another one, because that one is gone. And here's town. Pretty nice, like, early morning lighting. So now it's time to head. Okay, let's see what people ordered. This just has crosses. But this has an order. 2 milk, 2 juice. It's nice that people use different sort of way to mark what they want. Yeah, I haven't played it before. So, must have been something else you saw playing it. At least I don't think I played this before. That's also horrifying if I just forgot that I played a game. It's not actually bad to throw them in. That went pretty well. Alright, let's keep going. I see more orders. I think all of these people are dead who only have crosses at their doors. He has 1 milk, 3 juice, so this is a really juice guy. I tried some energy drink recently, which had a really annoying looking hipster monkey on the label. But that monkey kept staring at me when I was shopping, so I had to buy it. And it said like 50% real juice, and it tasted like... it tasted as artificial as anything I imagine. So I wonder how they counted that amount of real juice in it. But I think I got over the curse of the hipster monkey now. Like it is like a monkey with human eyes and hipster glasses. Really don't like it. 3 milk, 1 juice. So this is the milk guy. I don't like milk at all myself. Even when I was a kid, I didn't enjoy it. I get my calcium from... not much, really. I hope I get it somewhere. I eat yogurt sometimes. And whatever that thicker stuff is called. Two milk, 2 juice. This guy's very balanced. Vitamin D. I eat vitamin pills, so I should get my vitamin D. And I eat citrus fruit pretty often. Like, I don't like many fruits, but I like oranges and mandarins and satsumas and whatever else there is. Mandatory crosses, holy water and salt inside. Okay, so maybe the people are not dead. They had just warded themselves against whatever with the crosses. With the mandatory crosses. 3 milk, 1 juice. I don't really drink juice either. I think I mostly drink water when I want to drink something. And we talked about Finnish coffee recently. I don't drink as much coffee as many Finnish people do. I drink some like every other day. I'm not that addicted to it. Okay, so I missed some house for the delivery. I think I can just go on foot to look for... Can I go here into water tower? No. Not part of the job. Sheriff and doctor's office and the laundry. Everything that happens here? That is successful. What is the one I missed? Is it this one? No. Could it be that one? No. Oh, it's this one. Well, I'm not gonna run with the milk all the way from there, so I am gonna drive closer. So far, there have been no twists to the delivering. You just deliver the stuff and it's fine. If this was realistic, everything would fall out if I back down the hill. Actually, I don't even see behind me, so maybe I shouldn't back down. Maybe I should just do a U-turn. There's an interesting circle on the ground. Well, now the hill feels really hilly. There is the box that I neglected. And it's just milk. But it's nice that people in a remote town like this get some fresh stuff. I think they just eat meat jerky every day otherwise. There was milk delivery in Finland too when my parents were kids. Like in the 60s and 70s. But during my life it hasn't existed. One more milk. There's an animation called Mean Milk that I made with my friend when we were like 14. And I think it's lost forever. I think it's only saved on the computer, but that hard drive doesn't work anymore. So even though I showed some of my like project from my younger days at one time, I don't think I can ever show what Mean Milk was like. Like it was about the Gaiju milk bottle, or not the bottle, like a carton, pouring milk over everybody in a town and then they drown. I don't really know what it means. Witch hunt after service tonight. That's America. Any orders? Oh, there's a lot of text. Dear Joe, if you're reading these words, they have failed our duty. A curse has taken hold of Thunderhead. It came on a quiet, settled over us like dust. 4 days ago, a hill rose at the end of the cemetery. A den of evil, we noticed too late. A witch made it her home. What is a witch? First she took Mrs. Beverly's cat, then our cats. Each night she fills the air with unholy sounds, and the earth with her foul symbols. We tried to fight back, we placed crosses sprinkling holy water, and lined our doorsteps with salt, all while we waited for word from the Vatican. But today she took Mrs. Dalton. We let it go too far. Should have called the Mortis guy. Still, I must thank the faithful people of this town, the men and women who prayed and kept watch through the night, and Sheriff Phelps, who stood beside me with a shotgun in his hands and scripture in his heart. All of you were brave beyond measure and true to your faith. It is our calling as men of God to guard this holy ground from the profane. Tonight we go to her den to drive her out, but if you are reading this, then we did not succeed. Thunderhead is gone. What did all that faith help if they all died? Still there is hope. I guess that's how it helped. I left the recording, proof of what we faced, hidden in the cemetery. If it remains, if it hasn't been destroyed like the rest of us, I beg you to take it to the Archbishop. He laughed when I first spoke of curses and witchcraft. Perhaps this will make him see the truth. Please, as one Christian to another, do not let our sacrifice be in vain. May God watch over you, Father Dakota. That's a real American name too. Recover the recording at the cemetery. Can I go fight the witch? Do I have a cross with me or something? I don't think witches are weak to crosses. Also, music is really nice. The witch. Nice bumpy cemetery. Recording. That might be it. Oh, that's the Evil Hill. Doesn't look like Witchmate to me. Oh, this is it. It's really huge. It's a UFO instead of witch. It's a pretty comical looking, like the source of UFO. What is the red? It's just text. It's sucking up the ground. No cows left here or people. So I guess I'm next. Oh shit! I left the. Oh, it's broken. That's why there's a broken mechanic, and why you can reuse the... No, you can use the wrench. There you go. Then just turn around. No, we're gonna go here. Oh. It wasn't that close. Oh, I died. I think I should pre-turn the car around to make this easier. Like, that would be the biggest times. Oh, it is actually turned the right way. The game was nice enough for me to do that. I like the items in UFO, but I think it would have been cooler if it was like so bright or something that you couldn't even properly see it, like what was coming at you. This doesn't feel otherworldly enough to me. I think it should be weirder than just this. But I also kind of appreciate just making it a classical UFO. It all should be really loud. Now it just makes a kind of a quiet sound. Although that does make it more high-tech that it doesn't like make a metal screech all the time or something. But yeah, the feeling of it getting closer to you could be stronger with some effects. Okay, I'm out with my report to the Archbishop, or whoever. Is it really proof enough? I think they should have said something amidst all the screaming. I don't know if Vatican is gonna help with that one. I think my favorite part of the game was the music. And it should have had something weird happening while I deliver. It was played very straight here. Because I think the concept is sound, but it could have been more effective if there was a couple more things going on. But the military was polished. Like, it felt nice to even throw the milk. So they got the main mechanic right. Kojima approved? What makes Kojima approved? The music is like movie quality. To deliver it? Oh, you're right. That's his thing nowadays. Death Stranding 2 is nominated for the Game Awards. you know, for the Geoff Keighley Game Awards. Like, they are not the only ones in the world. And I don't think it should win. I like the game, but I'm not suddenly talking about that game. But anyway, almost every element in Death Stranding 2 made me feel that, like, this is cool, but it could be better. Especially how easy the game is overall. If there was more challenge, it would be so much better. But it's so, like, it's too smooth to play. Either Hades 2. I'm not the right person to ask for that. I just don't like the genre. But to me, Hades 2 looks like it's just more Hades. For the end here, with the snake skull, it is Hades 1 but better. Well, that sounds good at least. I think that's what sequel should be. Isn't it more like magic focused? Where Hades 1 is more melee focused. The second character is more like sorceress. Yeah, it sounds pretty fun. But I'm going to take a quick look. What are the nominations? I promise to do this later, but why not do it right now? Let's look at a picture of it. Just a second. I'll take a look at the other categories later, but you went through all the categories? Well, I'm just going to look at this now. Please tell your opinion too if you want. But my opinion is that I think it's pretty easily Hollow Knight Silksong. Even though that is also just a sequel. That is not that innovative or anything, but it's just so well made. Even though the ending drags a little bit. There's of course Clair Obscur, Expedition 33, which is... it deserves the praise too. But the game felt a little bit sloppy to me at parts. There's a lot of reused assets. The levels feel like very Unity assets thrown around. Like, aesthetically, I don't like Expedition 33 that much. But the gameplay is really fun. Most of the part. It kind of breaks at the end, but so many RPGs do that. I can't really complain that much about it. And there is a lot of endgame content too. And the story is interesting and unique and well written. Low risk choices. Yeah, this is definitely not a comprehensive look at this year's games. Donkey Kong Bonanza I haven't played, but I have a feeling it doesn't deserve the Game of the Year award. And yeah, Hades 2, Kingdom Come, they are not like my taste at all. So, even if there are great games, like, I have no interest in playing them. And like I said, I like Death Stranding 2, but the constant feeling that this could be better makes it really hard for me to consider for a Game of the Year award. DK was pure vibes. Yeah, I can believe it's really fun to play, and it seems to have like a surprisingly interesting like graphical style to it, with sort of like weird colors all around. And it's a strange game, which I appreciate. It's really great that Nintendo, that is that big and mainstream, makes a game with so many strange elements. Like the old wrinkly animals that are in it, and like almost horrific forms that DK can turn into. That sudden difficulty spike at the end, that is kinda common for like Mario games too. But yeah, so much of Hollow Knight Silksong is so polished and so well made that I think that's a safe choice. That or Clair Obscur would be my choice out of this list. But like I said before, overall, Look Outside is my overall choice. And I haven't even played the full version of it. I mean 2.0 version. And probably some other games that I can't even think of now. But anyway, that's all for tonight. I hope you enjoyed this year's horror tour. I did. I think still overall the best games I had in the first stream, which is not uncommon. I think I tend to play the ones I'm most excited for there. Out of tonight, I think the best game I played was the first one, Microbial Sector. And the nuclear game with the phone was infuriating, but I can't help but appreciate it. And then the computer game, the one where you go inside the huge computer, looked really nice, but it sort of like missed its potential for me a little bit. This year was good for video games. Yeah, it really was, but let me just see if there's something I'm forgetting. Monster Hunter Wild? Nah, that's too similar to the previous game. I mean World. It was okay, but too easy, and the story was horrible. Then there's Kirby Air is upcoming, yeah, but it's not going to nominated for any awards. It's coming too late. Mario Kart World I haven't played. Civilization 7 I had was disappointment. Dynasty Warriors Origins, not really my thing. Ninja Gaiden 4 I still need to play. I want to play that. Blueprints, many people love it, but I didn't really feel it when I tried it. It's a really varied selection of games this year too. There's some games this year I still want to play still. Stupid Game of the Year Awards not being this event after the year ends. It is kind of stupid. Like, Game of the Year isn't the word, so why not take all the games of that year? Metro Prime 4 is gonna come out really soon. I hope we get a demo. Like, some people could play a demo of Metro Prime 4, like at some press presentation. But I wish there was a demo that everybody could play. For movies, the Oscars are usually the year after, on February. That's a much better place to have it. But the Game Awards for video games... Why did I say for video games? Anyway, the Game Awards are... They are an advertisement show, so they just happen when the people who pay for them want them happen, if I'm seeing off the more like critically, cynically maybe. Oh, you got to play the intro for Switch 2. Yeah, I heard that was available at some points. But the demo that some people could play recently was like a different chunk of the game. And the main discourse on the internet has been about one NPC. And it has gotten like, that discourse has gotten so dumb in many ways that I wish I didn't even mention that character. Anyway, I want to see more of what the game is about. I have to say, I'm a little bit worried about the game for many reasons. But hopefully it turns out good. At least as good as Metroid Prime 3. Recent preview experience seems way longer than the intro bit. Yeah, that's why I hope it becomes the next demo. I doubt it will become general demo. Oh, that's a fair point too. But hey, that is all for tonight. About the skull, like, you can well see how snakes can open their mouth so wide, because their lower jaw is split like this. That's definitely more mouth real estate. I'll be back with horror games next year. And I'll actually be back with a little bit of horror-related thing, maybe next week, when I finally gotta finish Mario the Music Box. I don't want a Mario the Music Box haunt me into 2026. I'm gonna finish it and get rid of the curse that's been placed on me, that it placed on me. Alright, but thank you once more, good night, and bye-bye.